Hello Channel viewers, I am DS, your psychologist, and welcome to another episode on Channel NITT. In this episode, we're going to discuss the texting habits of the ENTJ. When texting is concerned, the ENTJ can be very consistent. First rule for any ENTJ is text, don't call. In general, under most circumstances, I would much prefer to receive a text than a call, especially when I am not expecting the call. So if you just call me directly, I will like, oh, what the hell do you want? At least if you're giving me a text, I can mentally prepare, okay, this person is texting me now, maybe she wants this, so I can mentally organize what I can do about it. But I realized that a lot of FE users, they really prefer to call instead because there's a human touch to it. As a TE user, don't like this human touch at all. So if you really have to call me, then you're going to text me to ask me if you can call me. The second thing about ENTJ texting is the ENTJ seldom plays psychological games. So if I do not text you, that is because I forgot. You can text me instead to remind me. The reverse is also true. Do not play psychological games over text with an ENTJ because an ENTJ can smell psychological games very easily. Under most circumstances when I text, especially for close friends, I go direct to the point. So if I need something from you, the first text that I will text is, I need your help. If I ever text, how are you? That is because I am bored and want to communicate with you. So usually I do not text how are you to random people just because I want to chat with random people. So if I want to chat with you or catch up with you because we have not caught up for a long time, then remember the ENTJ only does this to people that he finds important to him. So it is possible for an ENTJ to say, how have you been? On a text as the first message. That's because the ENTJ wants to catch up with somebody that he has not caught up with for a long time. Usually the ENTJ does not use abbreviations or short forms, but this is also not necessarily always the case. Now let's look at a scene from a particular drama serial.
여기 부산인데요. 잘 도착하셨죠? 그럼 내일 부산에서 뵙겠습니다.
You would never expect the ENTJ to text this way. If something is very important for the ENTJ supplies a lot of information. So suppose I were to come to visit you tomorrow at Busan, I will tell you what time I would expect to arrive, where I expect you to wait for me, blah blah blah. All this information will be in. So if a person were to text me a message like that in the drama serial, I would be like, what? Please tell me more. So anyway, the ENTJ is usually on time and usually arrives before the stipulated time. So if I text you that I will be meeting you at 3 p.m, I probably would have mentally calculated the time and would arrive around 2:45 p.m. In the unfortunate event that I am late, I will tell you about 15 to 30 minutes before that I am expecting to be late. So the ENTJ is very responsible in this sense. And all this information you will get via text. So just now I mentioned that the ENTJ usually supplies a lot of information via text for things that are important. However, sometimes the ENTJ says the minimal when they are texting. This is because of efficiency. Does that mean the ENTJ is ignoring you or ghosting you? Not necessarily. If the ENTJ doesn't want to talk to you anymore, the ENTJ blocks you. So the blocking could be permanent or could be temporary. This one can't tell. So if the ENTJ does not reply you immediately, there are a few possibilities. First, they are really busy, they cannot reply you. Secondly, they do not want to reply you at that moment. Sometimes you are being unreasonable, sometimes they need to think about how to respond to you, so they do not reply you immediately. Under normal circumstances, however, the ENTJ usually replies very promptly. But if you realize that the ENTJ has not blocked you yet, that means they will reply eventually. Okay, I hope this episode has helped you in understanding the ENTJ texting patterns. At this channel, we produce a lot of ENTJ videos such as this one. If you are an ENTJ or if you have an ENTJ friend that is important to you and you want to get to know more about this ENTJ, do subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed so that we can learn more about ENTJ together. Okay, I'm going to sign off now and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye bye.